Hi, it's T. Carlson here. In 2007, the character of John Rambo made a surprise comeback in one of the best movies in the series. I don't think anyone was expecting yet another Rambo movie, but we got the fifth Rambo movie a few years ago. That being Rambo Last Blood. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinions. Good close-up there of our title character. There's our spine text, back cover. Inside the package we have our 4K disc as well as a Blu-ray disc. This also originally included a digital code. Almost 4 decades after he drew first blood, Sylvester Stallone is back as one of the greatest action heroes of all time, John Rambo. Now, Rambo must confront his past and unearth his ruthless combat skills to exact revenge in a final mission. A deadly journey of vengeance, Rambo Last Blood marks the last chapter of the legendary series. I noticed that description of the movie is very light on plot details, and it also claims that Rambo drew first blood, and that's absolutely not true if you've watched the film First Blood. This movie actually revolves around John Rambo having come back to the United States following the events of the previous film, and he works in raising horses, and he lives with his housekeeper and her granddaughter, with whom he has a very strong relationship. The granddaughter, of course, lost her father many years ago and goes down to Mexico to search for him, but she's quickly taken and sold into sex slavery, so it's up to Rambo to go down to Mexico and exact revenge, get her out of there by any means necessary. But of course, when something like this happens, the gangs aren't going to take it sitting down, and it's not long before he has a whole mess of Mexican gangsters coming up across the border to his farm, where he's plotting the perfect revenge. I have to say, unfortunately, I was severely disappointed with this film. We've had Rambo he's taken on the Viet Cong, he's taken on a small town of bigots, he's taken on people in the Middle East, from Soviets to tyrants in Burma. So literally the best thing they could come up with was to have him fight Mexican gangs. Mexican gangs and cartels are overused as movie villains. It's so unoriginal, and I just can't believe that this is the best thing they could come up with. Not to mention the movie actually does not paint a very pleasant picture of the nation of Mexico. I mean, our young girl character is taken and sold into sex slavery within 12 hours of arriving in Mexico. Yeah, this movie certainly has more than a few issues, and we get to see John Rambo going down there and doing his thing, but it's just like, this feels like the wrong setting for him. It feels like he's in the wrong movie. The final act of the movie, where it sort of becomes an R-rated, ultra-violent version of Home Alone, is actually quite fun, but there's simply not the plot to back it up. I mean, at times it gets quite depressing, and it feels like, again, this shouldn't be a John Rambo movie. It should be some other movie. John Rambo deserved a better finale than this. He should have gone out with a bang, not a whimper. It's truly a dark, depressing, and quite cliched film. I just can't help but feel like they could have come up with a better enemy and a better plot for John Rambo than this. So unfortunately, I really do have to go thumbs down on this one, although I did have to add it to my collection to complete Rambo on 4K. The one positive thing I'll say about this release, the disc looks absolutely perfect. This is a reference quality native 4K disc with bright, beautiful, bold colors, natural film grain, deep dark black levels, plenty of shadow detail, and lights and brights and colors that look absolutely phenomenal. I have no complaints with how this disc looks. It's amazing in that regard. And we do get some bonus features as well, including a trailer for the film, some production diaries, and a look at the creation of the music for the film. The supplement package is a little light compared to some of the other Rambo movies, but I am glad to see Lionsgate did see fit to include a few extras here. Again, not a fan of this film outside of its ultra-explosive R-rated Home Alone-style finale. Rambo belongs in a better movie than this. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be Stallone's final time playing John Rambo, and again, it is what it is. I did add this one to my collection to complete the series. Picture quality is top-notch, and there are a few worthwhile bonus features on the disc too, so this is probably one I would say try before you buy. How about you? Were you a fan of Rambo Last Blood, or was this a disappointment to you as well? Where would you rank it in the series overall? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos, and make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.